of these tornadoes could land.
All right now you're looking at a live picture in Sarasota where Florida Governor Rick Scott is about to give us a briefing on the efforts that the state is taking on right now.
I just had a briefing with emergency management officials here in Sarasota County. The storm's here. Hurricane Irma is now impacting our state. Southeast Florida is already experiencing tropical storm force winds, and nearly 25,000 people have already lost power. Hurricane Irma is beginning to batter the Florida Keys with dangerous winds and continues to remain a catastrophic and life-threatening Category 4 storm with winds of 130 miles per hour. This is a deadly storm, and our state has never seen anything like it. Millions of Floridians will see major hurricane impacts with deadly storm surge and life-threatening winds. The threat of significant storm surge floating along the entire west coast of Florida has increased. And 6 to 12 feet, think about that, 6 to 12 feet of impacts above ground level is now probable. 6 to 12 feet, this will cover your house. If you've ever watched how storm surge works, it flows in fast, very fast, then it flows out. You will not survive all this storm surge. This is a life-threatening situation. If you've been ordered to evacuate, you need to leave now. Do not wait. Evacuate. Not tonight, not in an hour. You need to go right now. If you're in an evacuation zone, leave. Evacuations are in place across the state. More than 5.6 million Floridians have been ordered to evacuate. You need to listen to local evacuation orders. If you live in an evacuation zone in southwest Florida, you need to be on the road by noon or find the nearest shelter to avoid life-threatening weather. It's going to go faster than you are. These winds are coming. If you're in this area and you're planning to leave and have not done so by noon, do not get on the road. If you're on the west coast trying to go north, I mean, you're going to have a hard time getting out. Just remember this, once the storm starts, law enforcement cannot save you. I'm a dad, I'm a grandfather. I love my family more than anything. I cannot imagine life without them. Do not put your life or your family's life at risk. Right now is the time to do the right thing for you, yourself, and your family. School buses are aiding in evacuations. Please take advantage of this service. If you need to leave and for whatever reason you're unable to leave and you need help, whether it's fuel, whatever the issue is, call 1-800-342-3557 and we will do everything possible to get you out. 1-800-342-3557. Protecting life is our absolute top priority. There will be no resource or expense spared to protect life. Our goal is to protect every person in this state's life. I urge everyone to check on your neighbors, your family, and your friends. If you know somebody who is not evacuating and should, contact them and make sure they have a plan to get out. We are being very aggressive in our preparation for this storm, and my hope is every Floridian should take this seriously and be aggressive to protect their family. Your house can be replaced, your possessions can be replaced, your life cannot be replaced, and your family cannot be replaced. Shelters. We have been working with counties to ensure there are enough shelters. Currently, there are more than 260 shelters open across the state in every county in the state. At least 70 more shelters are opening today. More than 50,000 Floridians have taken shelter, and there's still room for more. If you have a building, emergency individuals ask you to open a shelter, please comply. It's going to save people's lives. This is so important to families seeking safety. Everyone in Florida needs to find a safe place to go. Traffic. We still see some traffic, but overall evacuation routes are moving. Evacuations are not meant to be convenient, they're meant to be safe. I'm glad so many are taking this seriously and driving to a safe place. But if you don't need to be on the road, don't be on the road. We increased the number of troopers on Florida roadways to continue moving traffic along. You can check real-time traffic information evacuation routes at fl511.com. You don't have to evacuate out of the state. You don't have to evacuate even out of your county. You don't have to go hundreds of miles. We have shelters in every county other than Monroe, and those have evacuated to Miami-Dade. So shelters are available in every county. Again, if there's any reason you can't get out, any reason at all, fuel, whatever it is, 800-342-3557. We will do everything we can, but we can't do it once the storm starts. Fuel. We're working aggressively to keep our gas stations open and filled. But this won't last much longer because it's going to be unsafe to be on the roads. We're doing everything we can to get as much fuel into the state as we can. While all the fuel ports in Florida are now closed for safety as Irma impacts our state, so our ports have closed, so we're not getting any more tankers in. Following the storm, state troopers will resume escorting fuel supply trucks directly to gas stations in your community. So we'll get, after the storm, we'll get, as soon as we can get fuel trucks moving, we'll do it again. I waived Florida's motor vehicle import tax for 5 days to help bring more fuel to our state for storm response and recovery. We all know fuel is important, and we're going to absolutely devote every state resource we can to get the fuel here. Law enforcement. Florida's prepared. We have great first responders. We have great law enforcement. Every single Florida Guardsman has already been deployed that we can deploy, and they're prepared to respond to this storm. We have so many members of law enforcement and our Guardsmen that are putting their lives at risk to help Floridians get to a safe place, and they will not stop until it's no longer safe for them. I can't thank them enough. Utilities. Our providers are actively pre-positioning resources throughout the state and in neighboring states. We know how important power is, and we're going to be very aggressive at getting power back on. I want to be clear. We are under a state of emergency. Employees who perform vital services, including healthcare staff, we need you to be there to help your community. We need 1,000 volunteer nurses to help at our special needs shelters. If you can volunteer, let me give you a website. BPRCHD preparedness at flhealth.gov. Again, we need more nurses. All available nurses, if you'll please respond to BPRCHD preparedness at flhealth.gov. We've already received thousands of replies. This is great news, and we're actually working with all of these individuals to support this need. So many people across this country have called to offer their prayers and support. I want to thank the governors of other states that provided every resource we've asked for. I know the entire country is behind us. I've been talking to the White House almost every day. I've talked to President Trump. He has promised all federal resources. I talked to Brock Long, who runs FEMA, this morning, and he's guaranteed us all federal resources. We have the country's best first responders right here in Florida. But if you're in an evacuation zone, I hope you will go right this minute. Get to a safe place. This is a catastrophic storm. We've never seen this before. It's bigger than our state. Florida is tough. Florida is resilient. Florida is unbreakable. Let's all stay together and help each other. We are an amazing melting pot of wonderful people. This is a great state, and we're going to come out of this very strong. Este huracán es muy peligroso. Su vida es lo más importante. Cada familia debe de tener un plan.
Okay, Governor Rick Scott making that announcement first in English and now working on his Spanish there with that announcement. He says that the storm is here in the state of Florida. 25,000 people right now have no power. This is a Category 4 storm, folks, and it may strengthen once it moves to the north, which everybody is expecting to do. It's taken longer than expected, than some people thought, so now it is taking a little bit more of a westward track, posing a bigger danger to the western part of Florida, but still here in the east coast of Florida, we are still having to deal with this storm. A little while ago, Lisette Gonzalez told us about a tornado warning, and there could be more of that. Let's listen back in with the governor.
And everyone is available to help. But there's been reports saying that FEMA is running out of money. Is there anything being done to make sure we have some funds if we need it?
I've talked to the White House. Vern Buchanan's here. Between the President and Congress, they have all committed all the resources we need. I've talked to Brock Long this morning. I've talked to a variety of cabinet members. They're calling to make sure we have all the resources that we need. This is a great country. We're going to stand up for each other.
As the storm continues to shift west a little bit over the past 24 hours, do you shift resources to this part of the state?
Yeah, we move resources as fast as we can. One thing that's difficult in this storm is that typically a storm would come from the east or the west, and so you can position your assets on the other side of the state. This is a little bit harder because it's encompassing our whole state, but we are doing everything we can. We've already have a lot of resources positioned around the state. We've got National Guard positioned around the state. We have our food and our water positioned in the Orlando area, and we'll be moving as fast as we can. FEMA has resources here. But the reason I always say 3 days of water, 3 days of food, have your medicine. You've got to take care of yourself in the beginning because we don't know what the devastation is going to be. We don't know what the roads are going to be. We're going to try to get rid of the debris off the roads to get the trucks here as fast as we can. But we don't know. All I know is everybody's going to show up to help us. We have thousands of volunteers that want to come down here to help us. But we all have to take care of ourselves in the beginning. And the most important thing you can think about right now, if you're in an evacuation zone, you got to evacuate. We will get the shelters open. We'll get the volunteers there. The National Guard will show up. First responders will show up. You got to get out if you're in an evacuation zone. You have got to get to a safe place.
You know, I think people here evacuate, and the first thing they think is to get out of the state, get as far away as possible. But that's not what we're asking people to do.
You don't have to. We've got shelters close. I shut down all the schools starting Friday morning through at least Monday. We'll open up as many shelters as we need. You can shelter in your county. The only one you can't is the Keys, and you can. They've already evacuated, and the shelter for them is in Miami-Dade at FIU. So we're going to continue to open shelters. We do need more nurses. We need more nurses, and I'm sure we're going to need more volunteers. We'll need volunteers in the short term to help staff our shelters, and we're going to need volunteers to help distribute food and water and help with the cleanup.
Could you speak to the strength of those shelters? Some have expressed concerns that they are one floor on ground level.
The shelters have been picked because of their location and because of the safety. Now, if it ends up being an evacuation zone, we'll move those shelters. We've had to do that as the storm has moved a little bit further west and we see more storm surge. We've had to move some shelters, and we'll continue to do that if we need to. We've offered buses to help move everybody. But we will do everything we can to keep everybody safe. But the shelters have been chosen county by county based on the safety of the citizens.
What type of house would it require to be safe within your home? Obviously, everyone can't evacuate.
Well, right now, if you're in an evacuation zone, you need to evacuate, and we will provide whatever shelters we need to for that. All right. Now, we have projections of what sort of the winds are going to be. So you know your house and you know the risks, so you should make decisions based on that. Anybody else? Okay, I hope everybody takes the warning that you need to get out of these evacuation zones. You need to get to shelter. Thanks everybody, and I wish everybody the best.
Governor Rick Scott speaking in Sarasota, giving us an update on the numbers. So right now, he just mentioned 5.6 million Floridians asked to evacuate, and there's 260 shelters open across the state in every single county. So that's important to note. This is how serious the situation is, that the entire state of Florida is being asked to open up shelters, and actually they're going to open up another 70 by the end of today. So they are definitely making sure everyone is safe, no matter whether you are in Key West or in Panama City, making sure everybody has somewhere to go if they need to get out and evacuate or they just need a safer place to stay.
So